didn't really get it.
Yeah, welcome to our Abundant Creators Journey. And so, Honi, I'm so happy for you to make, like we were talking about, just chat a little bit at the beginning. This is a big decision making. You started to invest in yourself, get into this program, right? Abundant Creators Program. But then every day's action, execution, like majority of people feel like it's the most difficult one. It's like a micro decision making. And every decision making is really like we will refer to what is your purpose, why you are doing this, and why it's important for you to do it, right? What is the meaning for it, and what kind of like results you want to generate, what kind of visions you want to fulfill, and what will be the value and the meanings to many other people you want to help. And every day you align with this and get that into your specific goals and actions. And then we talked about we will build up structures, the habits and the structures, right? Build that into your life. So that will not only like hold you accountable to implement, but step by step will also strengthen your mindset. That now, for example, I just mentioned this example. Last night, I arrived home from Houston to back to New York City almost like midnight. After some like eating, cleaning, even like a cleaning house. After, as a mom, I left home. You can imagine how mess like around, especially around the kitchen. I do not want any mess of my kitchen. So I cleaned and then I immediately get back to my like motivation manifesto, the book reading, because we are on this 365 days challenge. And now whenever I'm taking like a 365 days challenge, I'm confident because I've already accomplished that before and I'm continuing doing it every day. And majority of people, if you talk about, the people are talking about like 5 days challenge, 7 days challenge, right? Or maybe up to 21 days challenge. Seldom you can see people are doing 365 days challenge. And by the way, last night on the flight, Delta's flying back to from Houston, I was watching a movie. It's like, it's not a new movie, but many of them maybe already watched. It's called Julia and Julia. It's about
I heard about it.
Right? About a cook. It's very nice, inspiring movie. I would encourage you to find that movie to watch. So it's like the lady, she was like Julia, the young girl. The Julie is already like a famous published author and a cook, right? Like American learned how to do the French cooking, the popular one, and it's a thick book.
Julie Child.
Yeah, 524 recipes. And Julia is just like a normal everyday routine worker, right? Working for the government, but she's so bored and taking so many phone calls every day. She's so bored of her life and so pissed off by all those like complaining clients, right? Every day. So her only passion and joy every day after her work is to cook. And so she eventually made that decision to take this 365 days challenge, to referring to Julie's book on the French recipe, master French cooking, let's say. And so she took that 365 days. And of course, during the journey, so many ups and downs, almost gave up, right? And initially there's no followers at all, similar to launching a business. During that time, the blogging is one of like a platform to share your journey, right? She did not think about any like a business. She's just tried to like make her day count, make her day meaningful. So she was doing that thing she enjoyed and challenge herself at the same time, share the blogging every day with people. So it's similar, so similar to any like entrepreneurship. Like immediate, like initially you follow your passion, you do things, and there's no response from the market. She initially a few months, she had any comment, no follower at all. And but she kept like a sharing, creating, like a cooking, right? It's also like a creation process. And of course, in the middle, many times she almost like threw up and kicked things out and felt so frustrated because she failed on those cooking experiment. And almost like also could not control her mindset or control her temper and threw her temper to her loved husband. And then the husband left one day, and so they almost like broke up, right? So all this kind of could be imaginable, how to say, challenges during the entrepreneurship journey. But eventually one day, they sustained it. The couple reunited together, and she continued. So then, till she really finished that. By the end, she finished that. She got all like comments and collections and followers, and she also like editors and publishers all invited her. Eventually, through this 365 days challenge, she became author and also the like a cook and author, right? So she became famous. And that's like just exactly like an entrepreneurship journey. So I want to use that story to inspire you that initially, even though you follow your passion, I know we chatted before, so we will talk more about this, your vision and your dream. And initially, you may not immediately get people's notice and people's feedback or the market response, right? But if you really stick onto it and find the really connect with your heart and really like devote to it and create things valuable to and share to the market, and gradually you will really see the results. But here we also share with you the best strategies and the practice to help you accelerate your process. That's the Abundant Creators purposeful, right? We help you launch within 90 days. Like you said, oh, I can't wait for the 30 days. Yesterday I was shooting the live video. I said, I could help you launch your business overnight, tomorrow, if you are ready. I can definitely do that because me, I share some examples. For example, I can stay the whole night without sleep, create my funnel. For example, I get some idea. If I'm super excited and get all these kind of ideas into myself, I think I will create overnight on my platform, right? Create a funnel. And the next day I launch it. That's like overnight. And the next day I can really help you launch it. If you really can run fast your mind, your ideas, turn that ideas into your offer and then create that offer through your funnel. And then you can launch tomorrow. That's what I can really do. I can guarantee that. But that's just for me, right? But you need, depends on everybody's foundation. You need like really, that's why we start from the how to strengthen, how to like help you to gain the clarity. That's the first stage. Help you get the clarity. The first stage, don't rush. I would encourage, because I used the 14 years now. I've been in the coaching 14 years. I used the 14 years to practice my mindset, my niche, my vision, my purpose, my content, my message, my core message, everything, right? I accumulated all those efforts before. That's why I could launch my new project, new program, new offer overnight. So you need that foundation. So do not rush for the first stage. The first stage, we will use a few weeks to help you gain all this clarity and create your secret, like a 7 secret sauce. That's your asset. And based on that ones, your later launch, your later marketing message, your offer, packaging, everything, will be much faster. Okay?
Yeah,
so
that's what I hope.
Okay, so I will share with you my screen. Hold on one moment. We have guidance, as you can see. The Abundant, this is Abundant, by the way, Abundant Creators program is part of this. Our program is 3 months, right? Is part of the beginning part of our Abundance You Inner Circles program. That one is our annual membership. So that's our higher program, like a higher offer program. But the first one is the most important foundation. It's the first 3 stages. It's called our Abundant Creators. That's our first 3-stage program in 3 months. And Abundant You Inner Circle is our annual masterminding program. All right. So now the first stage is focusing on you as a visionary entrepreneurs. Let me get to the full screen. Hold on. This bar is like quite big. Let me put on the top. Now you see this first stage, visionary entrepreneur. I will review with you that roadmap I shared with you before, but I want to share with you. So welcome, Abundant Creators. Here is really unleash your passionate entrepreneurship and leadership. Stage 1 is our visionary entrepreneur. And you know my background already. And here, just a quick review. This, we have totally for Abundance You Inner Circle, our annual program, we have a 48 milestones, 7 stages, as you can see. Abundant Creators will be the first 3 stages. The stage 1, visionary entrepreneur, we have 10 milestones. And stage 2, branded expert, 6 milestones. And then we have published, stage 3 is here, 3. Content inspiration queen or king, 7 milestones. So the first 3 stages will help you launch your business already. Launch your business and get your paid clients. Okay, so here is like the first 3 stages. We focus on your clarity, focus on your secret, the 7 secret source, your key source. Okay, that's your assets. And from there, you build up your brand, your marketing presence in the market, and also your offer as well. Okay, your core offer. And for the late, future stages, if you are interested, you can, we can by the way, all this are customized, but we use those stages and milestones as measurements so you can hold yourself accountable, where you want to achieve, right? And the next stage will be like a published best-selling author, an inspiring award-winning speaker, and a tribal movement leader, and eventually will be the thought leader in your niche. Okay, so totally 48 milestones. Or because I have, by the way, I have the executive MBA background, right? I love all this kind of paths and milestones, so that we know specifically what we achieved. The specific measurement. It's not just everything concepts. It's step-by-step milestone implementation and results. All right. Feel free, by the way, to ask me any question if you have, okay, during we share. And okay. I will share like a teaching first, and then we will do exercise together. Then it will be
okay.
your work. So the stage 1, the character, visionary entrepreneur, the passionate, purposeful, eager to contribute and serve, want to clarify the direction and the priority, and want to identify who, what, and how in the market. Is that you? Is that describing you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I told you you are ideal clients. Like you are a visionary entrepreneur now. Like you have all this kind of passion, purpose driven. I love to coach people like you with a vision. They are driven by their passion and purpose instead of just like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to just create a business. I want to make money, right? That kind of a very shallow kind of a pursuit. And those ones are not my ideal clients, even though I can coach them and help them get quick results as well. But ideally, I want to help people, visionary entrepreneur like you, become the leader in your niche and create something like really meaningful and also valuable to impact other people. Something did not exist before, but because of you, because your purpose, your call, your gifts, it will be created together.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So here are 10 milestones. We will help you clarify your purpose, passion, vision, and strengthen your success mindset and build your success habits, and also clarify your purposeful, profitable niche. And we'll define your ideal niche branding message as your core message. And then 6 is your core solution product. And then number 7, we will package it into an irresistible offer. And number 8 is your business plan. Number 9 will be your launch plan, the 90-day roadmap. And 10 is your passionate launch. You can see that stage 1 will help you launch already. Okay, by the milestone 10, you will launch your business. And stage 2, discover your, hold on. Actually, today we focus on the stage, the milestone 1, so we will now get into it, okay? So deeper discovery of who you are and your gifts, your purpose, your passion, superpower, mission, and vision. And here is like a typical 7-level deep purpose, but while we doing, and many times we may even do into like 11 levels. Okay, so even though you may did some like a purpose discovery process before, but this one will definitely go into more depths. Let's do this exercise, okay?
Okay.
All right. So do you have your notebook?
Yes.
Okay. So far you do not need to take notes. I will help you take some notes for this exercise so that you could fully focus on. You could even close your eyes if you want to really into that kind of meditation kind of state, right? Like a fully thinking. So you do not need to take notes. I will help you take notes, and then at the end we will review together. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if here we have the 11s. Okay. So here 11's deep exercise. Let me show you the example. Show you the example exercise first. Here is like, for example, level 1 will ask what is important to you about to become successful, right? You will ask, maybe I will show you later. Otherwise, it will impact your thinking. Okay, let's say what is important to you about to become successful, or you can maybe ask another. Is like, what is most important to you now for your business?
Well, I guess the most important thing is that I do want to be able to achieve something that could make an impact to people or people's life. That's one thing actually drawn to me by the traditional Chinese medicine because I think that's not only a medicine, it's also, it's a really broad, concept. Medicine,
Yeah,
healthcare.
we'll answer that more. So
Oh,
everyone, 1 or 2 sentences to answer that, and do not elaborate. Then we will ask further. Okay.
okay.
So the first question you answer is like you want to impact people's life, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that means like it's important for you to become successful. It's important to impact people's lives.
Yeah, the people, of course, including myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Impact people's lives, including yourself. Yeah. Okay. So now the number 2 question I ask you, why is it important for you to impact people's lives?
Um, because that's important. Um, because, well, I think that's something deeply buried in my mind since I was young, before I even go to college. I feel like I need to be able to achieve something that could be beneficial to larger, population, larger group of people, not only my family, but also larger group.
You said that will be beneficial, will
Right.
be beneficial to larger group of people. To a large group of people. Let's see. Why it's important to achieve something that will be beneficial to a large group of people?
Because I really don't want to just being around. I have a life here, but not living anything.
Mhm.
Just disappearing when you go. I do not like that.
Mhm. So you don't want to have a life without leaving something. Mhm.
Actually, I want to leave something to my family.
Mhm. Especially to your family. Okay. So why is important to have a life, leaving something to to the world and also to your family?
Right? Okay. Maybe I should say from my father's experience that I feel like he wanted to achieve a lot. He's been trying really hard ever
Mhm.
since he, finished schooling and become a teacher, join the army, become a soldier, archery all the way up as a cadre, and then he wanted to help other people. Also, he wanted to be very successful, but to him, the successful means really just to be a good soldier.
Mhm.
Then everything seemed to be changed in his environment, so he wasn't able to complete or accomplish his goal. And up he has a really, really tough older age or the later part of his life. So he has regret, he has goals he couldn't achieve, he feel powerless, and he wanted to, I had a thought that perhaps in his mind he had a dream to build a school,
Mhm.
but he never be able to do that.
Mhm.
So I'm sure that's something he felt so bad at the end of his life.
Mhm.
Mm, I don't want that.
Mhm. You don't want to live with regret, live the world with regret, or how to say that? Um,
I want to be able to build something like I can leave behind and also be proud of that.
mhm. Leave something that you will be proud of it. Okay. So why is it important for you to build something that you would be proud of it?
Because I don't want to just come and go, disappear, and worthless.
Okay. So you do not want to be worthless. That means you want to be worthy, your life to be worthy.
Correct.
Mhm. So why is it important for you for your life to be worthy?
Um, Actually, I think that's perhaps is everybody has that same goal, but just as different concrete goal. Some people might just want, I just want to build a school, or I just want to be a doctor, or I just want to have, a big farm. That's all. But I think everybody has something they want to achieve, and they wanted to have something at the end of the day of their life. They can say, "This is what I have. This is what I made. This is what I made."
Mhm. So you mean like at the end of your day, you would feel like you create something. That you feel, how would you feel that at the end of the day? How would you feel like you're successful, you're fulfilling? You create what would make you feel that?
Right now, my goal getting really narrowed down to that I was hoping that I could inherit of my culture and help expand it and help people learn the benefit and then enjoy the benefit and recognize the significance of that to you know to everybody.
Inherit the culture and elaborate the last sentence. Could you?
To be specific, the traditional Chinese medicine.
Traditional Chinese medicine.
I've never been so clear about what it can do, the magnificent impact it can do, it can make to humans' life. And, you can even expand it to the earth. I never realized that until, and when I was exposed to, we call TCM. And I just feel like, and now I'm looking at just people around me, everyone seems to have this problem, that problem, this pain, that pain. And eventually all the problem comes down to a physical pain.
Mhm.
So I just feel like no one should be suffering that. If there's a way to help people, then that people should know. If they cannot learn themselves, and then they can find someone to help them to get over with that pain.
Mhm. So why is it important to inherit the culture and solve people's physical pain?
Well, I'm suffering the pain myself, so I need to get rid of that. And my mom, my husband, they're all suffering different level of pain, physical pain. I know it has a lot to do with, perhaps psychological, but I feel like the physical pain, if they can be relieved from that, their life will be much better.
Mhm. Wow. Okay. So, and here you are actually already get into that impact part. So the lives will be much better, like including you, your mom, your husband, right, and all other people who are suffering with physical pains.
Right.
And so you want to help them to live, to help their live like much better. So let's ask one layer further. Why is it important for them to live like a life without physical pain to live much better?
That's what life's supposed to be. If you're in, if you're around, you want it to be pain free. That's the life supposed to be. That's the life that people are, longing for. That's what I was hoping me, myself, my family, my friends, anybody I know can all live in the painless life.
Great. A pain-free life, right? A life is supposed to be painless, or
Right.
like a pain-free life. Okay, so by helping you, your family, other people achieve like a painless or pain-free life, what kind of an impact you can generate?
Um, the impact of that is make everybody involved feel better and then just enjoy everything better.
Everyone involved, can you repeat that? You get everyone involved?
If everyone can get to the state of painless, then life will be so much better for everybody. And of course, I'm hoping that by doing so, by providing my knowledge and the services, and I could help people, and then I also could gain financial rewards. So that way, life will be easier.
So, okay, life is much better for everyone. Life is easier. Life is easier. What's the ultimate impact you want to achieve when people's life is easier?
I guess ultimate is just so great to see people were able to, or people I know were able to do what they really want to do. For example, I know people I know lots of people, my friends or family in China, and they are kind of curious what's the life in America is about. They want to come here. There's so many different ways they could do that, but I was hoping that I want to introduce them just like they are coming to a familiar place, like they might have already been exposed to somehow, and then they don't come here knowing nothing, but they come here and then they can really learn the essence of the culture here, and then eventually they'll be comfortable to be immersed here, and then they can have the opportunity to compare where they come from to where they are, and then once they know that, I actually hope that that comparison bring the understanding. The understanding will help people to communicate with each other better. And the world is much better once we have all the same understanding, especially when you understand your, well, I guess enemies.
So you want to help people, yeah. So you want to help people to have like a painless lives, have a better life, and also get people to have better understanding and opportunities that help the world become better.
Yeah.
Okay. And by achieving that, how would you feel?
Then I will feel like I can go anywhere without regret at any time.
Go without regret, and it will feel your life is will feel your life. How would you feel? Fulfilling. And express more like emotions. How would you feel when you can achieve like help people achieve like a painless life, make people to do what they love to do, and get people to have a better life, better understanding, and also opportunities, and that eventually help the world become better. So how would you feel More specifically, if you imagine yourself already achieved that.
Will be really proud and relaxed.
Ah, proud of what? Proud of yourself, proud of
Proud of the, I guess it's perhaps I should say the harmony of myself and the rest of the world.
So proud of the harmony of yourself and the world, and feel relaxed. Okay, great. And
I can't ask more than that.
who else will be impacted, you feel?
Well, I know for sure that my mother, because although I am not with her all the time, and perhaps, you know what? I've been only, really be close to her, perhaps even less than 20 years of my life, but she holds a really, really important position in my heart.
Mhm.
So, and she's aging, and she does not have a good health, and she's living by herself, kind of like she chose that way, but I know it's not voluntary. She'd rather have a company, but she want to have a quality company. She want to have someone that's really understand close to her. So I think she'll be the first benefited from my being able to well, success to me could be really closely right in front of my eyes would be financial success, that I could have the time and the cash to enjoy the spending time with her
She's in China?
in China.
Okay. So your mother could directly benefit from, especially the company from you, right? When you become
Right.
successful, you can be more affordable and more time you can invest to stay with your mom.
Right.
Okay. So your mother will be significantly impacted, benefited from your success.
I believe so, because part of my dream is to use the TCM skills technology to help the people that's in pain, and I know she's suffering pain almost all day.
Okay, so mama will be directly benefited from this, like the solution you are developing.
Yeah.
Okay. And also eventually from your success, more finance, right? Success, you could afford to spend more time with her.
Right.
Okay. Cool. And so your company and who else will be benefited or impacted by your success?
My immediate family, my husband also has, chronic pain, and I know that will certainly help him if I myself learn the skill and also help expand the skill, help more people to understand and know how, because a lot of this things can be done by the people themselves. It's not hard. It's just about knowledge and the belief.
Yeah. How, by the way, your family with your kids, right? You have two kids or three?
Yes, I have two children, and they seem to be mindfully very independent. And I'm glad that they're that way, but also I feel like my responsibility with them perhaps more towards the financial support. And I think that's what they need. Also, if I could spend the quality time with them a lot, then I know they will love it.
Wow. Okay, so the major impact you want is like both from the health solution itself and also the financial resource and
Yes,
time with your
right.
loved ones, including your mom, your husband, and your two children, right?
Yes.
Great. So yeah, I think we really did it. I wrote down 13 steps. So we already done like really 13 steps. Congratulations, right? You really fulfilled this in-depth discovery. How do you feel now with this process? I can quickly review
Feel
with you.
good. Yeah, that I could speak up about myself.
Did you ever before did such kind of in-depth discovery about your purpose, about your why?
Not in a verbal conversation. I have just, mapping that out in my mind. I never really had this kind of conversation with anyone, I feel.
Wonderful. By the way, do you write quickly? Do you write very fast?
Uh, yeah, but then later I cannot recognize my writing.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So I will share this video maybe later with you, but I want to now you can take some quick notes. I want to quickly review with you this process. So now you are as an observer, right? You initially you were like the one in that spot, that hot spot, right, to do this exercise, and now you will be observer to listen to I'm reviewing with you, and then you know how your thoughts going. Okay.
Okay.
And so I also take some like a quick notes, and of course you can eventually review this part to further understand your process, okay, and to get better aligned with your purpose and your why. So I asked why it's important for you to become successful. You said impact people's lives. Well, you want to how does it impact people's lives? And we ask you further. You said since young you will be able, you want to be able to achieve something that be beneficial to a large group of people. And I will just keep reading, okay? You don't want to have a life, not like level three, you said you don't want to have a life without leaving something special to your family. And number 4, you said your father as a teacher, he also become a soldier, he want to be successful. And then he had a tough later life because he wanted to build a school. He had a regret that he did not do that, right? So you want to leave something, be proud of it. So you learn that from your father's journey. And that should remind you that you want to leave the world with something that you could be proud of it. And number 5 is you don't just want to be your life to be worthless. You want your life to be worthy. Number 6 is at the end of the day, you want to inherit the culture, do something specific, like a traditional Chinese medicine, to have a significant benefits to human beings, to solve people's physical pains issue. Number 7, say that you need to get rid of the physical pains yourself, your mom, your husband. You want to help yourself and also them to live a much better lives. Number 8, a life is supposed to be a pain-free or painless life. Number 9, everyone should be involved, live a painless life. Then life will be much better. Number 10, you want to feel good to see people to do what they want to do when they have like a painless life. Number 11, you want to get people to have better understanding and opportunities. That will also help the world to become better. Number 12, you want to leave the world like a goal, right? Without regret. You want to feel life like a life fulfilling. You want to be proud of the harmony and relax. When you achieve all those above things, like really help people help people live a painless and a pain-free life, help people enjoy better health, help people to have better understanding and opportunities, and help the world become better, you will be proud of the harmony of yourself and the world and feel so relaxed. And number 13, those people who can directly benefit from what you want to do is your mother and your direct family, your husband, your 2 children. They can benefit directly from like the health, the solution you can find, the financial resources, and also the time the quality time you can spend with them. So that's a flow. Is that your deep why?
I think so.
So now how do you feel after review the purpose discovery?
I feel I can add something.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I have 2 younger sisters. I'm closer to one, but only recent. I saw that we were so far apart and never realized we could have a deep conversation until actually recent. So now I feel like our lives actually could be tied together because she she's a designer. She has a passion about culture, about design, about music, about characters, with all that. And then I just start feeling that I don't know where that from, but seems like we both have similar passion in our mind, which I never realized before. And I never even saw that before. So this is a great thing. I think by doing this, we can be reunited and we can work together and together towards both of our interests. So that's also making me feel really good.
You mean that you share the passion on, make that more specific. You said you two share that passion on what?
I would say maybe traditional Chinese culture.
Mm. So just from different angle, right? You through the medicine and she through the designing.
Right. She's a designer, but she's very interested in teaching the Chinese language. By teaching the Chinese language to foreign people, and then she become really appreciating, the language and also the culture itself. People do this once they are away from the culture, where once they are facing the third party, tell them all about it, and then they realize actually they themselves is the one really do appreciate that.
That's
So
wonderful. Mhm.
yeah, she's the type person. She's herself is a messenger. So we start talk more, and then we start sharing similar feeling about that too.
Oh, that's cool. So that love and passion in traditional culture use the different ways, right? To really take this heritage to a long way. Wonderful. So now beneficiary is like including your mother, your direct family, your husband, two children, and also your sisters.
Yeah,
Really like I feel like this could be really like a big family reunion. When
I
you can,
believe so.
yeah, if you can really engage this, the traditional medicine, and also not just the specific this one, right? Actually, you could have many different ways to do the business. But through this one,
Right.
you help them on health, help on the culture, and connect the family together. And also, like you want to make this business really successful, make money,
Yes.
monetize it, and that so that you could also create the time to spend with your family. Because eventually,
Yes.
the time is much more important even than the health, even, right? That to
Hmm.
be there for each other, to be there. So that's great. I'm so happy that like by the end of by like a certain step, you really find your deep reason. Your deep reason. Of course, everyone will want to contribute to the big world, right? But
Hmm.
I was hearing your talk about your father, your mother, right? You were very emotional. And that's actually really touching your heart, like why you are doing this. So only when
Yeah.
you get emotional attached, those purpose will make sense to you. No matter how noble you say, oh, I want to help so many people, I want to make the world better. But if you do not connect with specific people, right? Those things are like still far away from you. So
Right.
I
Right.
want you to remember this feeling when you are talking about your mother, your father, your sisters, your husband, your two children, how emotionally you are really attached to it, how you truly want to change your situation, to reunite with them and to contribute to them. That will be your sustainable why. That will make your like a bigger goal, bigger purpose to be really directly meaningful. Because we are here directly to help people around us. If we cannot help we loved ones, how could we help the world, right? So in
Yep.
Chinese 就是说一屋不扫，何以扫天下？如果你不把你自己的家搞得 clean 哈，how could you like 去管理天下？所以
Exactly.
whatever you do, immediately you want to benefit your family, create that harmony around you, right? And then you could benefit more people. So wonderful, wonderful. I'm so happy that we did this exercise to help you connect deeper into the things you want to do. Do you feel that deeper connection and the purpose?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm so happy for that. So now you've already done this. Just quickly some example, right? For example, people say, I want to own a huge house one day. Just simple example, okay? Those are like surface one. And they said they want Why? Like from the first level, it's like very surface, like just a huge house. They feel like they are successful. But then number two, they want the parents to be able to live with them. And then I never want my parents to stress over money again. And I want to show them how much I love them. I want them to see how well-rounded I've become, so they know I made something of my life. I don't want my parents to ever be disappointed in me, like they always were going up. Let me see. Yeah, this is some like a shorter version, right? This is another example of from one of my clients. He's asking, like, this is driving him, right? Initially, he's want to become the best version of himself, have impact. That is the life he want to live. So he is also talking about impact. And he's a visionary entrepreneur as well. So next one, he said, because I don't want to have any regret in the end, because otherwise I will feel that I have wasted my life. You see, some like visionary entrepreneurs have some similar like-minded, because I'm lucky to be alive. I only have one chance and I want to make the most out of it. And because I want to feel proud and accomplished. And because these emotions make me feel significant, I want to feel significant. Because feeling significant gives me joy, peace, and happiness. I want to live my life feeling these emotions. So he focused on those feelings, right? His joy, peace, happiness, significance, feel like he's contributing a lot to this world. So this first 7 levels. And
I can feel him.
Yeah, you can feel, right? So
Yeah.
and here, for example, this example is financial independence and abundance, freedom, quality life with kids and family, impact and mean to make with my life, so that I can help many people live an abundant life and do what they love to do. This is my example I did years ago, years ago. And because I believe we all deserve abundant life and work. Otherwise, life is painful and meaningless. I can't take it to live a meaningless life. Because we have only one life, one chance to live it to its fullness. We live and feel every day. I can't let any day slip like nothing and meaningless. I need to feel it fullest joy, fulfillment, and abundance. And so I will not have regret. I will leave a legacy and bless my loved ones and many more lives. My life will become a blessing to all. So I did this similar exercise and I found that my purpose here is really become a blessing to the world. So, and definitely if I do the further level of the exercise, I know that my family, my kids, you know, my mother, my father, right, my sister, they will all be deeply impacted by my success as well. So you see this, like, even though we have different angles, right, we all have shared a deep, meaningful, like the really like a desire to fulfill our life. That's normally like a visionary entrepreneurs. If other people I know, that the results will be quite different. And so we did the 11, and today I helped you did your 13. So far this is a first, like the deepest exercise we did. And for example, level 8 will ask if you were fulfilling your purpose, how would it impact your different aspect of life? For example, that today we did ask that, and then you could get in your 14th level. When you become successful, what other aspect of your life will be impacted? Earlier you talked about your health, right? Your finance, what else? How about your relationship? Here I want to especially remind you, how about your relationship? For example, with your husband.
You know what? I guess because I'm not a really, corporate professional, so I always had my own business. And even though my very first job is working in the school, but to me, that job is more like personal relationship thing than a job relationship. So far, whatever jobs that I've taken, whatever things I've done for outside of the family people, is always seem to be I'm heavily involved in both energy and emotion. So it's just become part of my life. So that's why I'm thinking being successful with what I want to do. Of course, we're talking about business, and then that is actually it's just it's also part of my life too. So yeah, if my thought, my plan, my vision of this business can go far, good, then my life will be the same way.
On the emotion and energy part, right? And also, how about your relationships overall?
I So far, I think the most thing I couldn't have is the time. So if I are able to managing the business around my life, so I can have a good grasp of my own time better, and then I can certainly spend more time with the people I really want to spend time with.
Who you
My
most
mom,
want to spend
my
life? Yeah, yeah.
my mom, my husband, my kids, and
Mhm.
friend. So I
Okay,
just feel like that's a very important.
okay. So definitely you are like a people person, right? You are a relationship person. This
Yes.
matters more. Okay.
Yes, I am a real people person. I think that's why I choose college at the moment. I didn't really quite know what exactly I want to be or what I wanted to study. And I could go on, many different things. But somehow when a teacher from the sociology department of Nankai came to school, say, hey, we just started this new department, sociology. We're going to study the society, we're going to study people, we're going to study how the world will work, around people. So I thought, oh, that's great. That's what I want to do. So
Wonderful. So since the beginning, you know that you love all this kind of relationship thing and it matters the
yeah,
most, right? So doing the
yeah,
business successful, it really means that you will find a better time and also develop better relationships.
yes.
Cool. So we've already done all this. I just, reviewing these questions with you. So now you already get this even 13 steps, right? So 14 steps actually, like other aspect of the life impacted. Now our ultimate purpose is actually three part: be, do, create. The create part is really like including the values, impact, and the legacy. So I want you to write down your purpose statement now. You can say my life purpose is to be what, to do what, and to help or impact what. This help because we did the overall like 14 steps of almost like exercises. If you
Right.
have to review all of them, let's say it's quite lengthy. Now we want to summarize that into a purpose statement.
Well, I say the being part is just be all the roles that I'm entitled to. Be the good daughter, be the, good wife, and be the good mother.
Mhm. And ultimately, be what? I know those are roles. And think about something without the roles, without those duties, who you are.
Just be a confident and comfortable and happy person.
Write that down.
And what I would do, that would do to, well, if I could just implant, if I could just ask you whatever, I'm thinking in my mind, I think that will take me there. And then that will help the people along the way. And then they eventually help me to achieve my goal.
Mhm. Can you just summarize that sentence? I want to make that statement very clear to yourself.
Okay. So I guess I'm not really confident to say that I want to be the leader, but I really do want to have, you know, the people around me to be able to participate and then work together towards my goal, because I feel like my goal is not really for me. It's really just for a better environment, a better world for everybody around me. They can
Yeah.
get rid of their pain, and then they can get to the places they want, and then they can achieve their goal. Doesn't matter financial or knowledge or whatever. So hopefully, we can all come to the point where we I wouldn't say love each other, but we just help each other. We all feel happy around with each other.
Yeah, let's make that precise, okay? So then you will get your purpose statement, including the to be part, right? The to be, the like a daughter, wife, mother, confident and happy person, including that to be a leader as well.
Yeah.
This will be your ultimate version. So don't worry about any judgment. This is just for yourself. You do not need anybody's approval or permission. You just claim whoever you want to become.
Okay.
So my life purpose is to be, can you write down?
Okay. To be a good daughter, wife, mother, and a confident and a happy person I can be. And make everybody around me be as happy as I do.
Okay, to do, that's a to do part. And to be part, you
Okay.
want to be a leader as well. You want to write down a leader.
Yeah. Wow. You're very sharp.
Don't miss that part. Because that's your vision, right? That's your will be your purpose as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to be a good daughter, wife, mother, confident and happy person, and a leader. And you can even describe what kind of a leader you want to become.
Okay, well, that's easy because I'm not talking about leader, really kind of like a place orders. Okay, and I wanted to be able to show people the way, show people the path, and then
Let
show
me give
them
you a
how to
few
get
words.
to.
Good. That's good. I
Okay.
got your meaning. So a few words, for example, you could be a servant leader, you could be an inspiring leader, you could be an empowering leader, you could be a transformational leader, you could be a thought leader. So many different ways to describe a leader.
Oh, okay. I say perhaps inspiring and empowering people.
Wonderful. So write that down. An inspiring and empowering leader. Okay, so a good daughter, wife, mother, confident, a happy person, and an inspiring and empowering leader. Okay, that's the first B part.
Okay.
And to do part.
I have to build my business step by step from, well, I don't want it to say from small to big. I wanted to just lay out the plan, then things can plug in one by one. So it's can just moving on, just like kind of like a building.
To build your business, you could say to do what you love to do the most. To build, you maybe describe it a little bit specifically, right? To build what kind of business?
Okay. See, I was drawn to the traditional Chinese medicine. I see the significant power of that. So I was hoping to help as many people as possible to learn about it, to be able to use that knowledge and skill.
Okay,
And then,
hold on. Yeah, that's a like a let's make it precise because you are expanding too much. So focus on to build what kind of business. Just describe
okay,
in one sentence.
okay, start out by recruiting the people who wanted to study traditional Chinese medicine to the right schools.
Okay, so actually you build a traditional Chinese medicine school.
No, I'm not building the school. I'm not building the school. I'm building the channel to lead people to the school they wanted to go.
Okay, how to describe that? Traditional Chinese medicine platform, or how do you call that?
I say it's a conduit.
Conduit.
Or maybe pathway. It's more like services.
Okay.
Where I can guide people to where they should be for their dream.
Okay. So
I can give you concrete example. Like people in the foreign country, like overseas, they start to learn more and more about the benefit of traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, all of that. So, but they need to learn that
Mhm.
to really enjoy the benefit. Doesn't matter they become a doctor or not. So to learn that, they have to find a place to learn. So here I am, will tell them where are the schools that fit their need.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Let's use some like how to say the word professional words, like to say, for example, build a traditional Chinese medicine, either like a consulting business or what kind of business that will be in other people's understanding, make them easy
Um,
to
okay,
understand.
I say uh, maybe because study well Chinese will be say 留学服务.
Oh, okay, that's a
So
service, right? That's is a service business. It's
right,
um traditional Chinese medicine. What's that? Overseas study services.
yeah, we can say that. But this not necessarily have to be overseas. Like Americans can study in American school, Chinese can
Okay,
study in Chinese
depend
school
yeah
or American school.
depends on that. Okay, so no overseas. We will
Yeah,
clarify that in that niche later. Okay, so it's just like
right,
medicine study services.
right. Or you can say school recruiting or student recruiting services.
School recruiting services. Maybe okay. So far that's good because we can definitely while we work on the niche part, we will expand that. Okay. So
Okay.
to build a traditional Chinese medicine school recruiting services and business.
Mhm.
And to help or to impact, what's the results?
That way, I can plug the right people in the right study environment, and then they can get knowledge, they can gain their credential, and then they can eventually become practitioner. Or they just learn all the knowledge themselves to help themselves and their families.
Okay, how about it? To help people gain the health knowledge and practice?
And credential.
Practice and credential. Okay, knowledge, credential, and practice. All right, let's make it simple so far.
Okay.
Because actually, for ultimate purpose, we actually do even higher level. Let me give you some example. Let me see here. Well, that's a vision manifesto. So, for example, my purpose, okay, I give you a quick example. My life purpose is to be a blessing to the world, of course, including the world. So I become a great daughter, mother, also wife, and also abundance leader to empower many other people to do, like to empower many other lives, to help them, to help visionary. The last one for me is to help visionary entrepreneurs to stand out as a confident expert and thought leaders so that they could transform more lives. They could attract more ideal clients and transform more lives. So that's me at a higher level. Okay. So yours so far is a very like a do or two to help. It's quite specific. It's good so far. And and I think it's great. It's great so far this version because you can always return to your purpose statement when after we clarify your niche, you further clarify your purpose statement until the ultimate result is like you will feel empowered when you are reading your purpose statement. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, so now next one. The vision manifesto.
Just a second. Let me get some water. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I just realized the time.
Yeah, already over the time, but it's okay. I will just quickly in a few minutes summarize, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And from here, we will go like through your personal manifesto. Here's just a few examples. So when you review, you can see those examples, okay? And here, for example, my purpose, my vision manifesto, I want you to work on your own version. Those ones I printed out, just put by my side in my bedroom, by my desktop. So those things will help you. For example, you have this great process right today about your purpose. You want to summarize that and put it on your manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
You work further on your vision. You do not need necessarily to be so much like mine. You could just simply be your purpose statement plus your vision statement. That's enough, both of them.
Okay.
Enough too. Okay, so here you have this example. Some other of my earlier examples. You see here my evolution kind of versions from 2012, 2020, 21. And here is the example, the Apple company's example, right? From corporate to individuals, we all want our own vision statement. So that will keep us inspired and motivated. Like now I'm reading this book, Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard. So it has 9 declarations to remind you about your motivation and your power. So you want to have such can create your own version of manifesto, okay? And we also want you to create your vision board. Your vision board here, like you could use the physical version or you can do the digital version. Have you ever created any of your vision board before?
No.
Okay, so this will be your homework. Your purpose statement, your vision statement, and your vision board. Okay, before our next week coaching. And by the way, you can use the same link to book my next week time. Okay, a coaching call. We will have a weekly live coaching call. And before that, in the interval, you create your vision statement, your purpose statement, and put on your manifesto. And then you create your vision board. Okay, here's some examples. You can do many research. Here, my example from 2012. That's the 3rd year of my coaching business. I created my first vision board from this. Like I love to use a digital copy, right? You can use, like, for example, pigmonkey.com. I can send in here. Let me see. Where's my chat? I can put in the chat on the top. Like you can use PicMonkey. I don't know. You can use any other software. And Canvas. Let me see, Canva.com. So like a PicMonkey.com, Canva.com, those applications could help in the chat, right? That could help you create a vision board like this. Okay, so yeah, this is my 2021, and since then I've been updating every year. Like 2023, I have my new version here. So you want to have these things, these fundamental things, actually, but super important one can really help you, motivated, remind you every day. Okay.
Okay.
So that's your homework. And then here is just like some interesting things. I'm doing the purposeful vision boards connection. Now my students, my clients, like from 8 years old to more than 70 years old, my clients, they are giving me after they create their vision board, I put them into my connection, and I'm preparing for the Guinness World Record someday. I plan to create, like, connect dozens of thousands of this kind of different vision boards. Like here are previous students, and you know, like some of our students vision board like this, right? By stages, by like life stages, from nearby and to far away. What kind of like from near, most clear vision to further vision. You can create in that kind of a sequence, or by life's different aspect. Okay, you can use different formats to create. Like for example, you have like 3 categories and different categories to create your vision board. Say, or house, career, family, other whatever you can. Any format you can use. Just use your creativity, right? Chinese version, and so just quite some examples.
Can you share this with me too? Oh, you're gonna share the recording with me, right?
I share the recording with you so you can have this.
Okay.
But Yeah, you can just have a quick look at others, but the majority
Yeah.
focus on your own
Yeah.
creativity. And then finally, your vision board will get into our Guinness World Record.
Okay.
Stuff.
So I hope that I can do this quick. And also, is it possible for us to have a meeting, not weekly, maybe twice a week or something like that, so that we can move faster?
Oh, definitely. If, for example, but this program is 12 sessions. 12
Okay.
sessions, that means like we could definitely, I could customize for you. Like
Okay.
that means like 6 weeks. If you want, initially it's 12 weeks. If you want to accelerate, it will be 6 weeks.
Okay.
Like 1.5 months. We can do that, for example, it depends on your progress. If you finish,
Right.
if you finish yours, so we just count by sessions, okay? We don't matter how many weeks. I don't care about how many weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Even as quick, like I mentioned, I can overnight help you launch your business. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
12 hours or 24 hours the whole day. And
Okay.
just do the homework. And then
I'll do
once you
that.
get it, you make your appointment. And then we can do
Okay.
our next session. All right. So don't
Okay.
mind about bi-weekly. All right.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay. So you decide your progress, your pace.
Sounds good.
And the later
All right.
stage, I can invite you to get into our mastermind group. We also have that like a monthly membership program. And after you finish this program, you can either choose to get into our annual Abundance You Inner Circle, that big program. I can still give you some special offer, right? And even like installment kind of a payment plan, or you can into our elite program. So we will talk about it later. So
I see.
you can
Okay.
your current progress by your own pace.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Problem. I'm so happy that what's your
I'll do
best
the
takeaway
homework.
for today? Yeah, what's your best
I'll do
takeaway?
homework and let you know. I'll make appointment.
Yeah. So by every end of the session, we have a quick summarize. What's your today's best value and takeaway?
I think it really helped me clear my mind about exactly what I wanted to do and the vision, and also the possibility of doing this is helping myself too. So I really feel the impact.
Great. The first impact to yourself already, right?
Yeah.
Great. You will be the biggest beneficiary to me as well. Through the coaching business, I just found the biggest beneficiary is myself. I transformed myself first, so I can transform many other people as well.
I see.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
All
okay,
right.
I look forward to hearing from you. By the way, because we are not regularly weekly, if you make any appointment, remind me through the message. If sometimes I have too many emails, whatever. In case I make any appointment, just let me know when you made the appointment. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I will share the video later. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
You
Take care.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.